Okay, let's try this again. For those of you who were just with me, YouTube just said that the chat wasn't working. They said to restart. So round two, that's why we started early. I just had a bad feeling that we were gonna run into something like that. So, all right, not a problem. We'll just try this again. Okay, good. Some of you are still here. Hopefully the chat holds up this time for more than 3 minutes. All right. Yes, I am back. Thank you for sticking with me. Sorry about that. Okay, let's see. Oh, thank you so much for noticing my Christmas decorations. I felt like it was time to get festive around here. Colin says, will Discovery Plus offer live streams of the channels that it included? And my answer is no, I do not believe they have plans, at least at launch, to offer live streams. So for those of you who haven't heard about Discovery Plus, it is launching January 4th. It will cost $4.99 for a ad-supported tier, and it will cost $6.99 without ads. So that's going to be a streaming service from Discovery. So it's going to include all of their brands, including HGTV, Food Network, TLC. There are a bunch: Investigation Discovery, Animal Planet, Discovery Plus, a bunch of original content. Some of it looks really good, so I'm looking forward to that too. So let me know what you think about plans for Discovery Plus. Matthew, thank you so much. You want to know how Luke is doing, and the answer is he is doing great from what I hear. Just talked to him on Thanksgiving, actually. He is doing well. And yeah, someone mentioned Luke's latest video on his YouTube channel, The Breakdown. He did a little Q&A, so if you're interested in how Luke is doing and what he's up to, definitely check out his YouTube channel. He did give me a nice little shout out. He asked on Twitter if anyone had questions for him, so of course I had to ask him what TV shows he's streaming. Spoiler, and unsurprisingly, it was Star Trek. So, but yeah, if you want to hear about what Luke is up to, go check out his video. Larry, thank you. Good to see you too. Howard, my Thanksgiving was really good. It was very quiet. I just took a day off work and bummed around the apartment over here. Another plus, yeah, G-Money, I know. Gosh, they just keep rolling out these pluses. Richard is watching on his new T-Mobile home internet, exactly what he expected it to be. Is that good or bad? Good, hopefully. Matthew, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Also, if you haven't already seen this video, Philip and I did a video together last week where we went over some of our favorite holiday gifts. So if you haven't watched that, definitely check it out. That was really fun. That was the first video that Philip and I have done together. So a bit of an experience because we are on opposite coasts. So with the time difference, it was a little funny. It was getting dark over here and it was, I think, noon for him. Yeah, the chat was turned off, DMS. We started a few minutes early and then YouTube told me that the chat was disconnected. Then it told me it could not reconnect. It told me to restart. So we're just back again for round two. The DuckTales reboot. Yeah, they're doing so many fun reboots. There's a new Animaniacs reboot too if you haven't watched it. I liked it. And rumor is that Darkwing Duck is up next, which Luke and I are both very excited about. Bill, yeah, I saw your comment in the Facebook group that TVision added ABC, the ABC feed today. That's awesome. I'm really interested to see what happens with TVision with all of these disagreements it was having with the different networks, so we're keeping an eye on that. Oh, DuckTales got canceled. I did not hear that. Disney canceled the reboot. I must have missed that news. I'll check it out later. Yeah, Colin, that's exactly what it is. All these streaming services just slap a plus sign at the end of their name and call it a day with these streaming services. I guess it's working for some of them. Disney Plus is not doing too bad. Oh, Family Matters reboot? That would be a good one. They did Fresh Prince. I don't know why they wouldn't do Family Matters next. That was the same time period. What else was there? Like Step by Step, Full House, they already did the reboot, all of these TGIF shows. Yeah, YouTube TV did drop the tennis channel, so that was interesting. That was another Sinclair owned channel. So I've seen a few people say that they were not happy about that move. So AT&T lost a bunch of local channels owned by Tegna. So if you go over to the AT&T website, you can put in your zip code and it'll let you know if you were affected by that. If you were a Uverse or DirecTV customer, and I believe it was also AT&T and AT&T TV Now, getting some mixed messages about that. And I do not have AT&T TV Now, so, but yeah, that's what I'm hearing, is that they were all affected. So if you're curious, you can head over to the website and put in your zip code to find out. Yeah, the Saved by the Bell reboot, I have not heard good things about it, so that was very disappointing. I loved that show growing up, so such a bummer. Oh yeah, thanks for the reminder. HBO Max is streaming Wonder Woman 1984. It's coming out in theaters and on HBO Max on Christmas Day, and it will be the first movie on HBO Max to be shown in 4K, which is very cool. But also what's cool is that HBO Max says that it's only the first, definitely not the last, and they are going to start doing some other movies and things in 4K also. But Wonder Woman will be the first. Yeah, Bill, Tegna owns so many of these local channels. I didn't realize how huge it was. But yeah, like I said, you can put your zip code in over there to see if your local channels would be affected. Ed is very happy with YouTube TV. So Ed, are you not a Tennis Channel fan? A one episode reboot of All in the Family. Yeah, I remember hearing about that. I did not watch it. Chris says it's good to see some information on Discovery Plus. There's enough shows that I do like to sign up for the service. Yeah, agreed. It's very affordable too. I think that their price point was perfect. I think they were very smart to price it at around $5. So good move on Discovery. It's very interesting. They said today that they're expecting to rival Netflix because of all of this content that they're bringing. So I would love to know your thoughts on that. Do you think that Discovery Plus will actually be a rival for Netflix? Let me know. Oh, Home Improvement could come back. That's interesting. I wonder if there were 3 boys that played the sons on that show, and I think only one of them is still acting, so that would be really interesting. Howard wants to know if Sling will also lose the Tennis Channel. It's likely, I would say. We haven't heard anything from Sling or Hulu yet. I don't know, does Hulu have it? I think Fubo does. I might be getting these mixed up, but yeah, I would say it's likely. Okay, yeah, Wonder Woman 1984 will be in HDR along with 4K. Reboot of Dallas was short-lived. Oh yeah, I actually watched that reboot. I liked it a lot. It was very soap opera-y, but of course the original was too. I really liked it. Bill says, I'm happy with T-Vision except locals in other areas than your home don't work. I've seen some mixed feelings about T-Vision, so I'm not surprised to hear that you like it but also have some issues. It seems like that's what everybody is saying about T-Vision. I think they came in at a good price point, but I'm not sure that they were ready to launch like they thought they were, just because of all of these disagreements with the different networks and things. So I don't know, interesting. I'm definitely keeping an eye on them to see what they do next and how they work things out, but we will see. Yeah, YouTube TV is adding WGN America. It is, yeah. Ed says it's hard to beat YouTube TV's DVR. That's a very true story. It's one of the few unlimited DVR options. Richard says, Wonder Woman 1984 is on my wish list on Vudu. I love Vudu. It's nice to be able to rent if you don't think that you're going to rewatch something over and over. Sorry, I have so many windows open and my microphone is right in the middle of my desk. I'm just trying to work around everything over here. Yeah, Bill, good point. TVision Live is including TVision Vibe at no additional cost right now. That was a Black Friday deal, and also something that they were doing to kind of appease all of these different networks that they're working with right now. So very interested to see if they just kind of keep that a thing or how they work that out. Excuse me, sorry. I'm sorry about the sirens too. It is very, very snowy and icy in Cleveland right now. And there have been car accidents and things all over the streets. So if you're hearing sirens, there's a lot going on outside. So hopefully everything is good. Hopefully everyone is okay and safe. A question about price hikes on streaming services. Really good question. Is there going to be a cap to it? Cable will soon be cheaper. So I am thinking that eventually there's going to have to be a cap, or these services are going to have to find another model to use, something like these different tiered subscriptions, or kind of a sling model with a base package and a bunch of add-ons and extras. I can't see people paying much more than $65 a month. It just seems like it's getting out of control, to be honest. Yeah, so I'm with you, Johnny. But I will say, who said, Haas304 said soon cable will be cheaper. I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that, because every time that we see streaming service prices increase, we're seeing cable prices increase too. Things like broadcast TV fees, things like regional sports fees, all of these things, they really add up quickly, and they just don't get the kind of news coverage that we see with price hikes for things like YouTube TV and Hulu with Live. So just keep in mind that while streaming services are increasing, cable is absolutely increasing too. Do I see ATSC 3.0 having a more widespread rollout next year? Absolutely yes. I think that the original game plan was to really have it roll out this year. And like I say every week, coronavirus really just put a wrench in the plans for everything. So yes, I absolutely think that next year it's going to go off like gangbusters. I think we're going to see all kinds of devices coming out and helping people use ATSC 3.0. I think we're going to see more services like Avoca that are trying to monetize these things. So yeah, I think 2021 is going to be a big year for that. Gumper says cable will never be cheaper. They will raise their internet service as people flee. True. Bill says Cozy's included in TVision, but MeTV and Antenna TV are not. Interesting. Yeah, I hadn't really thought about that. I guess they couldn't get a deal made maybe, but those are two that you should be able to find on an antenna depending on where you live. Tim says, I hear the new Chromecast is doing really well in sales. Such a great device. Yeah, I'm only hearing good things about it. So many people have said that they bought them for the holidays, and people are absolutely loving it from what we hear. Oh, okay. Thank you, Jeff. And sorry if I missed your message. Is Cozy TV, can you watch it with a standalone app? I think a streaming service is the only option. Yeah, I think so. Or if you can get it with your antenna, which I would recommend. Yeah, I don't think they have a standalone app, but I could be wrong. Someone please correct me if I'm wrong. Future of Lowcast. To be honest, I think it's just going to keep growing. I think that they are doing great. Love to see them expanding to new cities. And it seems like this whole lawsuit situation is not slowing them down. So yeah, I see Lowcast continuing to grow and expanding in more cities across the country. Richard is having some buffering issues. I'm sorry if others are too. It seems like, again, YouTube is not being friendly for us tonight. Any news on Roku and HBO Max getting closer to a deal? Thank you very much. Unfortunately, we have no updates. The last we heard is that they were in talks. They were getting close to a deal. I still am holding out hope that they are going to make something happen before the end of the year. Keeping an eye out, as always. Thank you for commenting on my little Christmas tree back. What side are we on? Over here? Thank you. Matthew got his free Chromecast and Stadia controller from Google. Awesome. Love that deal. Charge is on Stir. Yeah, that's another really good channel. Stir is such a good free streaming service, and I really do like that Charge channel. That's all owned by Sinclair. They also own Comet, which is one of my personal favorites. I love that free channel. Howard, love this comment. Glad that your Browns are doing better than my Bears. My Bears stink. Yeah, the Browns are killing it lately, and I'm having so much fun watching them. For those of you who don't know, I live in Cleveland, and I am a Browns fan. So yeah, this football season is good for me. Yeah, Eric, I completely agree. Locast might get more attention with DirecTV and Dish Network losing a lot of local channels. Yeah, we always recommend Locast. We recommend an antenna first, obviously. Most people can get a lot of free channels with an antenna. But yeah, my follow-up is always, if Locast is available in your area, absolutely get it. What a great resource. We've got a little bit of football talk going on in the comments, and I'm here for it. So everyone tell me what your team is doing right now. How are you doing? Where are you at in the standings? Let me know. Looks like the Steelers won again tonight. I have to tell you, I'm from Pennsylvania, so most of my friends back home are Steelers fans. I get it. Congratulations. It's fine. It's whatever. But the Browns are doing great. Even though I have a Fire Cube, I'm still hoping to get a deal done with Roku and HBO Max for Wonder Woman movie coming out Christmas Day. Yeah, I completely agree. I think that having that movie come out on Christmas Day is really going to push Roku to make a deal sooner. Got a couple of Steelers fans in the comments. Seahawks, yeah, that's Philip's team too. Seahawks are 7-3. I'll be honest, I don't know how anyone is doing other than the Browns and Steelers at the moment. No Chromecast deals that we know of, but you can get free Netflix with Chromecast right now. Check out our, on quirkittersnews.com, we have a holiday section, and if you go there, we're keeping track of all of the best holiday deals, and all of our gift guides are in there too. So if you're looking for any deals on streaming devices, definitely check over there. Jeff says, where in Pennsylvania are you from? Doesn't sound like you are from Pittsburgh. The Pittsburgh comes out in me a little bit now and again. I'm a couple hours north of Pittsburgh, in the middle of nowhere. Bill says, the best deal for Roku for people to abandon it and get Chromecast with Google TV. Oh, okay. T-Vision is not on Roku either. So Bill is saying that if you are using Roku, he suggests switching over to Chromecast. I'll be honest, I'm probably going to have one of each. Can't help it. It's what I do. They're saying that Chromecast and Netflix is sold out. Let me check. Let me head on over to our holiday section on quirkittersnews.com. Someone updated it with a new picture of a tree that's very pretty. Love that for us. Let me see here. We had a post about Cyber Monday deals, and I believe that we had something in here about Chromecast. Yeah, you can still get it online right now. Let me put this post over here in the comments. So I'm on the website right now, and it's saying that Chromecast with Google TV and Netflix bundle $89.99. Bundle the Chromecast with 6 months of Netflix, and it's saying add to cart, so it doesn't look like it's sold out on the website. Daniel says, how is Luke doing? I can't wait for Mulan to come to Disney Plus. Oh yeah, I forgot that's happening soon, isn't it? Luke is doing really well. He was great last time I talked to him, which I think was Thanksgiving Day. He just did a video, a Q&A for anyone that had any questions about what he's up to lately. So head on over and watch his breakdown video. He also answered a question from yours truly about what he's watching on TV right now. Timothy got a Chromecast for $19 on Black Friday from Walmart. Sheesh, that's a great deal. Howard says, say hi to Philip. We like watching his videos. I will absolutely tell him that you say hello. For those of you who haven't seen it already, Philip and I did a video together last week. We went over some of our favorite holiday gifts. So definitely check that out if you haven't seen it already. Oh, you press add to cart and nothing happened. For me, it worked. I have a Chromecast with Google TV and Netflix bundle in the color Snow in my cart for $90. So I would recommend, I guess, refreshing and trying again. Matthew wants to know how old I am. People ask that all the time. I don't know if I look young or what the deal is. I am 34. Do I see sports streaming in 4K UHD? Thank you, NYC. And I guess my answer is yes, probably. I know Fubo TV is really trying to do more 4K sports streaming. I can see Fubo really leaning into that more. Eric says, Luke is making videos on his YouTube channel almost daily. I like the Jess and Phil video. Yeah, I think he's doing Vlogmas, which I think is so much fun. I think that his plan is to try to do videos every day or almost every day, but I like what he's doing over there. I'm here for it. Howard watches lots of YouTube videos, lots of interesting stuff. Howard, I would love to know what other YouTube channels you watch. Maybe leave them in the comments and give some people some more channels to check out and subscribe to. Oh my gosh, I love this question. I know we keep getting off topic with the NFL questions, but this is too good. Someone needs to ask Philip if he heard about the Seahawks fan who lost $500,000 on the spread of the game Monday night. Holy smokes, that's insane. Jermaine, where's the bald guy? That's, the question we get once a week. Luke is doing great. I know that you're just kidding. But yeah, Luke's great. He's over on his channel doing the breakdown videos, doing great. Oh yeah, someone's talking about Happy Days. So just a reminder, if you haven't already seen it, I know a lot of you guys are into classic TV shows. Pluto TV just added a bunch, so definitely check it out. They have a whole section for classic TV, and they have Happy Days. They have a ton of stuff over there. Richard, I'm a kid to you. Thanks, I'll take that, I guess. Cord Killer is a good cord cutting podcast. I have to tell you guys, I miss the Cord Cutters News podcast so much. Luke and I talk about that all the time. Robert, you know what? That's a great problem to have if you're 58 and people say you look like you're in your 30s. That's great. Love that for you. Yeah, so many good tutorials on YouTube. I will say too, if you're ever having some kind of issue with a streaming device or something funky is happening with your TV, there's always a YouTube video showing you how to troubleshoot. Oh, I love this question. Recommendations for what to watch on Hulu for those of you who got the Black Friday deal. So Hulu was running a deal where you could get Hulu for $1.99 a month for a full year. So if anyone has any favorite shows and movies on Hulu, please leave them in the comments. I've been watching, what is it called? I was just watching it. Big Sky on Hulu. So shows that come out are available the next day on Hulu. And that's a really good one. It's a little dark, but I'm really liking it a lot. Will the Christmas classics be on CBS All Access? I don't think so. The Peanuts specials are on Apple TV, and they are also going to be on PBS. So definitely check out quirkittersnews.com to hear more about that. We're also going to do a post about some more classic Christmas content, so keep an eye out. Getting some more questions about Locast. Unfortunately, I never know where they're going next until they tell us. So I can't tell you what city they're coming to next until they send me an email and say, hey, we just launched in this city. So I can promise you that as soon as I hear about any new places, I will post about them. But no, I do not have any news on Locast, unfortunately. Yeah, other people were saying Big Sky also. Letterkenny is a must watch on Hulu. I have not even heard of that one. Oh, good one, Ricky. Golden Girls. All of the seasons are on Hulu. Love that. I love Golden Girls. That's one of my favorites. Next is another one that Deborah is recommending. Oh, I haven't heard this. Ricky says the new season of The Orville will be exclusive to Hulu. I did not know that. Pen 15, that's a good one, April. Have I watched The Mandalorian? I watched the first season and a couple of episodes of the second season. To be honest, I haven't really had time to sit down and just watch it. I love it. Baby Yoda, obviously, a favorite. Eric says, MeTV is bringing back Saturday morning cartoons in 2021. Bill, I feel like you posted about that in the Facebook group too. I'll have to look at that more. Sounds awesome. Love some Saturday morning cartoons and a bowl of cereal. Oh yeah, the new Animaniacs show. That's on Hulu also. I have learned about Baby Yoda's name and I don't love it. I won't give it away for anyone that hasn't seen, but yeah, I accidentally got a spoiler. I was reading an article that I should not have been reading. Do I think that more people will be going back to cable as prices go up for YouTube TV, Hulu Live, etc.? I do not, because prices for cable are going up right along with streaming services. What I think is going to happen is more people will turn to on-demand streaming and using antennas and things like Locast to watch locals. I don't think that people will go back to cable because I think there's a good reason that people left cable. And yeah, I think people are just going to find free content elsewhere or inexpensive, like switching from Hulu with Live to the basic Hulu package. Agreed. NYC, I think streaming is the way to go. Also, I might be a little bit biased. Yeah, I'm with you guys. Never going back to cable. I know a few people have said that they will. I think that people also get upset in the moment and say that they're going to go back. But I think that once you really look at the numbers, it's just not worth it. Did I see that Sasha Banks is in season 2 of The Mandalorian? No, I think I must have only watched like the first episode. Lots of Baby Yoda talk going on in the comments. Oh, thank you, Eric. I appreciate that. It is a lot of work, but I do love sharing streaming news with you guys. Oh, April, that's a really good point too. If you go back to cable, that means committing to a contract, and I think that's why a lot of people left. The great thing about cord cutting, one of the many great things about cord cutting, is that you aren't locked into anything unless you pay for like an annual plan for something, but you can always pause your subscriptions, try something else out, come back later. Timothy, we generally don't talk about VPNs when we're talking about streaming services, because using a VPN to change your location to watch content outside of your geographical area goes against the terms of service for a lot of streaming services. So we generally don't talk about that. We just like to keep everything legal and on the up and up. Ricky says, my sister is watching Mary Tyler Moore and the 80s TV show Perfect Strangers on Hulu. I had no idea Perfect Strangers was there. I love that one. Good to know, so much good stuff. Colin says, I'm happy with OTA for live events and news and on-demand services without ads for everything else. Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to be right there with you, Colin. NYC says, I know you don't get this question a lot, but are there any deals from SiriusXM? I use YouTube a lot, mostly for music, only 4 channels I watch frequently. That's a great question. Let me look into that. Let me make a note to look at all music streaming services. Music streaming deals. Let me look into that and get a post up for you. Yeah, Kevin says Sinclair is teaming up with Bally to offer regional sports programming and gambling. So Sinclair teamed up with Bally. They are now going to be Bally Regional Sports Networks. The whole thing is very interesting. We do have a post about it up over on quirkcuttersnews.com. And I think it'll change the name. It sounds like they might go direct to consumer. There are just a lot of things kind of up in the air right now. So I'm interested to see what happens with all of that. Richard says, despite the price hike, I really like Hulu. I think it's one of the best streaming services. I love Hulu too. I've had a Hulu subscription for a very long time and can't see myself giving it up. I really like it too. I will say though, I do switch between Hulu Basic and Hulu with Live, just depending on if there's something on that I want to watch live. But love saving money whenever I drop back down. Brett says, how do Prime and Hulu get the same movies at the same time? I would say it's just a licensing situation. Whenever those licenses are up for grabs, they both pay for them at the same time, I guess. Thank you, Gregory. Yeah, happy holidays to you too. I will still be here for the next couple weeks. I don't know when our last one would be before Christmas. The 23rd, yeah, that's far enough away from Christmas I can still be here, barring any technical issues. Yeah, so you can expect to see this Christmas tree back here for a few more weeks. Any news on Sinclair Regional Sports? Yeah, that's what we were just talking about, Mark. They are teaming up with Bally. Bally has naming rights over them and will be marketing them, and there is talk of them being direct to consumer. So I think that they still have a lot of things that they are working on, and we'll just kind of have to wait and see what happens with those. I would say just before like the next wave of seasons starting. Did that make any sense? I think that we'll see some more details coming out before 2021 seasons. Donald had a dream that you were going back to cable. No, what a nightmare. Colin says, I dislike watching things live because I can't stand the number of commercials and the frequency at which the same commercials repeat. Yeah, I feel like commercials repeat more on streaming services than they even do on cable, which is incredibly annoying. Can't stand that. Beethoven and Beethoven 2 are on Hulu. There's so much good stuff, so many little hidden gems. Standalone apps for Sinclair. Yeah, we're not really sure what any of this is going to look like at the moment. The CEO, I think it's the CEO of Sinclair, keeps making just kind of little comments here and there, but I don't think that we've really like pieced it all together of what their strategy is yet. So just kind of keeping an eye on it to see what they do. How far are we into being an a la carte future? I would say that we are getting there. This is my personal opinion. I have nothing at all to back this up, but I think that we're getting to a point where if these live streaming services keep raising their prices, people are going to be like, enough's enough. And I think at that point, we're going to start seeing some services kind of go in the Sling TV direction, where they have a base subscription and then optional add-ons. And we've seen that a little bit with YouTube TV. They're adding more add-on options. They just made Hulu Movies Now, I think is the one that they just added. They just made that available as an add-on, so I can see more streaming services going in that direction. You would not cancel DuckTales if you were Disney. Yeah, I didn't even hear about that. I can't believe I missed that news. DMS, this is a really good question and one that I was hoping to ask all of you tonight. What is your favorite Christmas movie? I am very much in the Christmas movie watching mood, and I have been watching a ton of them. So yeah, I would love to know what you guys are streaming right now. I just watched Happiest Season on Hulu. I like that one a lot. Elf is one of my all-time favorites. I watch that every year. I bought that one from Amazon, so we'll definitely be watching that. Love all of those very cheesy Lifetime and Hallmark movies. Love it. I'm a sucker for it. A Christmas Story. Yeah, it took place in Cleveland. Love it. Home Alone. Classic. Scrooged. You know what? I do agree. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I'm with you. A Christmas Carol with Patrick Stewart. Yeah, I would definitely agree that that's the best one. Love Actually. Great movie. Yeah, yep. All of the Christmas carols. I love the Muppets Christmas movies. The Grinch, yeah, I saw that Netflix has like 3 or 4 different versions at this point, so take your pick. It's a Wonderful Life, yeah, that's a classic. I usually watch that one with my mom. Oh, what's the one? Christmas Chronicles, I think is the name, that has Kurt Russell in it. They just did a sequel to that that's on Netflix. Really, really good. Highly recommend it. Very Brady Christmas. Such a good movie. I absolutely love that one. National Lampoon. Great movie. Christmas Vacation. Home Alone 2. Yep. So many good ones, you guys. Oh, that shouldn't make you feel old. I just like watching that movie with my mom. Santa Claus Trilogy. Oh, so many good ones, guys. Love this. Alan, yeah, Pluto TV is adding a ton of new channels, and I'm absolutely loving it. They just added one that is like a holiday cooking channel kind of a thing. So that's been a lot of fun. They have like Bon Appetit videos. They had Gordon Ramsay was doing some stuff. They have a new Price is Right channel. For those of you who, like me, are Bob Barker fans, you can watch him on all these classic episodes. So many good Christmas movies, and so many of these are available on Hulu and Netflix, so definitely check them out. Oh, and Prime Video. A ton of them over there, too. Gremlins. So many good movies. Okay, so now that we've talked about our favorite Christmas movies, I would love to know about your Christmas shopping. Did anyone get anything good on Black Friday or Cyber Monday? Let me know. Did any of you use any of our posts over on Quirketers News to find any gift ideas? Love it when that happens. We've been sharing some gift guides over on quirketersnews.com. I did one that was under $25 and one that was under $50. Philip did one under $100, and he has one coming up for like splurge gifts. So there are some really good things over there too. We also posted one that was gifts for kids that Becca, one of our writers, did. That was a really fun one too. So let me know if you picked up any gifts or if you got anything for yourself. I definitely did some shopping for myself. A new laptop for $300. That's a great deal. Hoping for some iPad deals. I haven't seen iPad deals. AirPods, though, are still on sale, if that's something anyone's looking for. Jermaine says, don't get paid until Friday. Mom needs an air fryer. I just got a really good deal on one of those at Target, if you're looking. Do I remember being the remote control? I do. I remember when we first got a cable box for the first time. It was like magical. Do I have any opinion on Amazon Sidewalk? I don't. I have seen some people talking about it on social media, but I honestly have not taken time to look into what it is or what it does. I know that there's some controversy about it right now. I definitely need to take some time and look around. Jermaine, you want to know about the air fryer? Send me a message on Twitter. I know that we follow each other there. And remind me to send you the link to the one I got. Sorry, I can't talk. I really like the one I got for them. It's the same one that I have myself too, so tried and true. I have to watch Mickey's Christmas Carol from 1983. Classic. An iPad 8th gen on Best Buy for $70 off. Is that deal still going on? That's a great deal. I will look into some Apple products tomorrow and see if I can't get some deals posted. We'll see if those AirPods and things like that are still on sale. Miracle on 34th Street. That's a classic. Such a good one. Eric says Discovery Plus streaming service is interesting if it has Mythbusters. Motor Trend has its own streaming service, so it will not be on Discovery Plus. Yeah, I'm not sure about Mythbusters. They did an 1.5 hour long presentation today that was a lot. I did not see anything about Mythbusters, but there is a ton of content, so I would not be at all surprised. Jermaine wants to know if anyone remembers the Henry Winkler version of A Christmas Carol. I don't, but that sounds amazing. Hey Mark, yeah, we did briefly talk about HBO Max and Roku. Unfortunately, I don't really have an update for you. The last we heard, they were still in talks and getting closer to a deal, but we are speculating that because of Wonder Woman 1984 premiering on HBO Max on Christmas Day, we think that they are probably going to make a deal before that. It'll probably be at the very last minute. I'll be over here on Christmas Eve posting about Roku and HBO. Oh, Mark says Tubi is where we want to go to watch Christmas Carol with Henry Winkler. Tubi, for those of you who don't know, is a free streaming service, so definitely check it out. I will absolutely be looking for that. Sounds amazing. Tammy, we were talking about Hulu when we talked about shows streaming the day after they premiere live, so definitely check out Hulu with the on-demand version. Yeah, you can watch the next day. Yeah, you can definitely follow us. We are on Facebook. Just look for the Cord Cutters News page. We also have the Cord Cutters Tech Support group on Facebook. You can also follow us on Twitter at Cord Cutters News, and I am personally on Twitter at Just Types. Oh, okay, sorry, I had to read that a couple of times. Trace says, When they change CBS All Access, will it be a problem with Roku and Amazon? So next year, CBS All Access is rebranding to become Paramount Plus. I don't think there's going to be an issue. It sounds like that app is just going to automatically update to become Paramount Plus. I don't see there being any issues with distribution, but we will have to wait and see. But yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. Oh yeah, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you like it. Ooh, someone gave us a thumbs down. Ouch. Ralph, hi. Good to have you here. John says Shop Around the Corner is fantastic on HBO Max. Watch it. Best Christmas movie you could get. Is that a new one, John? I haven't heard of that one, but I will definitely check it out. The Most Wonderful Time of the Year with Henry Winkler is a cute recent Christmas film. Another one with Shelley Long on Tubi TV as well. Man, Henry Winkler, who knew he was such a Christmas movie actor person? I was going to say fan, but that wasn't really. We're the fans. Sometimes I start talking and I just can't make myself stop. Anyway. Oh, Ralph wants to know about the snow the other day. Yeah, a couple of you sent me messages on Twitter about this too. We got a big snowstorm yesterday. It was a little crazy, but luckily I did not have to leave the house for anything. So I very much enjoyed sitting in here with my fireplace on, just watching the snow, keeping a safe distance. I was not about to go outside for anything yesterday. Craig wants to know if Roku is a good streaming device. I would say yes, especially for new cord cutters and for older people. So if you are giving a gift to someone who is older, maybe not as tech savvy, I think that the Roku is fantastic. I think it's very user friendly. Yeah, I think it's just very easy to navigate and figure out. So I would definitely recommend it. Why is Netflix not on Google TV? To be honest, I have no idea. I would say just because Google TV is still new-ish. Yeah, Chris, good call. The ice is crazy. I was just telling everyone that there were some sirens outside because people are just all over the road right now. It's a little scary. If you are out in my direction and you have to go anywhere, please be careful. Oh, that's a good fun fact. Howard says Henry Winkler was best known for being the Fonz, but he was afraid of motorcycles. That is interesting. April's watching Rudolph. Someone is driving recklessly outside. I can hear it from here. A Timon and Pumbaa reboot. That would be fun. Love that idea for Disney Plus. All right, just a few more questions now, and then we will wrap up this Q&A for tonight. So let me know if you have any more cord-cutting questions. Oh, the film with Shelley Long was called Christmas in the Heartland. I feel like there's one on Netflix with a very similar name. Jose wants to know if anyone's having trouble with Hulu loading on NVIDIA Shield. I don't have a NVIDIA Shield myself, so I can't answer, but if anyone else has some feedback for Jose, please leave it in the comments. Oh yeah, G-Money, I saw that too. There was some discussion about Rudolph not being available to stream on CBS All Access. I think that was last night, yes. Not sure what was going on there, if it was just blacked out for some reason. I'm not sure. Have I seen Christmas Miracles on Tubi TV? I have not, but you guys are really making me think I need to just settle in for some Tubi TV this weekend. April says, family is missing local cable access channels. Any alternatives? Antenna, first and foremost. See what channels you can get there. Check out Locast if it's available in your area. And then if anyone else has suggestions for April, drop those in the comments. Brian found some Dunkaroos at the store, a 90s throwback. Yeah, I have not seen those since elementary school. My gosh. Oh my gosh, Bill, thank you. I was not even thinking. Of course, Netflix is available on Google TV. The Chromecast has a button for Netflix. They also have the deal where you can get Netflix for free when you buy a Chromecast. I don't know what I was thinking when I read that comment out loud. It's obviously time for me to wrap it up and go to bed, I think. My head is not with it at the moment. Have I experienced the Peacock app crashing on Apple TV when I try to watch it? I have not personally. And I was just using the Peacock app in the last couple days to watch some stuff. I have not had that happen. I would try deleting the app and re-downloading it. Sometimes that takes care of stuff. Barb wants to know where you can watch MeTV without an antenna. It is available on some streaming services. If anyone has any comments about MeTV. Also Locast if it's available in your area. Jermaine, that is on my Christmas list. The Hallmark Channel Christmas movie marathon sweatshirt. Classic. Oh, you were looking for Netflix recommendations. I don't know what I was thinking when I read that. Man, oh man. Sorry about that. Netflix recommendations. There were tons of Christmas movies listed if you're interested in any of those. Yeah, others are saying delete the app and re-download usually works. That's usually what customer support will tell you too. Oh, The Crown on Netflix, so good. I just watched all of the last season last weekend. Really, really good. Recommend it. Oh, The Queen's Gambit too is another one that I've heard great things about. Haven't started it yet, but great, great reviews. All right, guys, I think that we are going to wrap it up here. I'm not seeing any more questions. So thank you all so much for being here. Thanks for sticking with me in the beginning when the comments turned off and on again. I will be back next week to chat some more about Christmas movies and answer all of your cord cutting questions. Thank you all so much for being here, and I will see you all next week. Bye.